Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have my friend, first time on the channel. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, Chris Ortego. New at the shop, and I just went to X-1 for the first time.
Hey, playing what, dude?
I played Branded Chimera today.
I gotcha. How long have you been playing that?
Not long, about a month.
For sure.
Just got started into the game playing paper, so my first deck that I really picked up in the IRL scene, so.
Well, that's awesome. Before we get started, are there any shout-outs or anything you want to give?
I'd like to shout out really everyone at the shop. Been really great for getting me into the game, encouraging me to come out every night. It's a really great atmosphere here and I love it.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that. I'm glad you're here. Let's get to deck profile then.
Okay, so to start out, we got a relatively standard Chimera engine. We got 3 Codal, 3 Sword Knight, 3 Gazelle. Oops, seems like I misplaced the second Baphomet, but we do play 2 Baphomet. Let me grab that really fast.
You're good, man.
Okay, whatever.
We know it exists.
Yeah, you know it exists. Whatever.
Sure.
It's somewhere in there. Actually, it's right underneath Gazelle. I just saw it.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I just noticed that as well.
Cards sticking together. 3 Chimera Fusion. So that's all for the Chimera package.
Okay.
Relatively standard ratios. Then for the branded stuff, play 2 Fallen of Albaz, 3 Branded Fusion. That's the standard, I guess. But I also like to play branded opening and 2 copies of Luber because I like to maximize my number of starters in the deck. So I feel like just 9 starters with just running Branded Fusion, a little bit low for me, so I like to maximize the consistency. Get some of these out of the way. And then for the auxiliary stuff, we got 1 Springen's Kit. You can search it off the Baphomet effect. Notably, I want to mention I'm not playing Branded and White with the kit. I know a lot of people are playing that sort of combo. You summon the kit and then get the Branded and White and make Mirror Jade going first. I don't really like it because you got to go really neg in hand for that sort of thing. You play into like Nibiru unnecessarily a little bit. So like, I prefer to really just get another Branded Fusion for turn 3 because it makes OTKing turn 3 really good.
Makes sense.
We play Dark Magician as well because we play the very special boy in the extra deck that he makes.
Oh Lord.
Because I'll explain more about Dragoon when we get to him. Then we play for the hand traps. We got triple Ash Blossom, triple Effect Veiler, and triple Imperm. I think these are just like Ash Imperm, just generically really good right now. Hit a lot of stuff, got a very broad matchup spread, so I like them. Imperm also works as like a Rise Heart out in the worst situations. Veiler, I would not normally play, but in this deck, when you're making Guardian Chimera on the opponent's turn, you're drawing 1 or 2 cards on the opponent's turn. You can like draw into Effect Veiler, and it's not once per turn. So like if you draw into multiples, you can use it multiple times. So it's just when you're drawing cards like you are, it's a good one.
And like Pearly.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. We play 3 Book of Moon. Just because it's a good offensive card when it comes to like Pearly, Kashtira, hits them really well. Which we do have a good bit of Pearly at the shop. So, and it also works as a defensive card in this deck because on the Baphomet summon, a lot of people will try try Veiler Imperm on the Baphomet, and if you can Book of Moon it, set it face down, defend it, it'll be able to resolve and stuff like that. So I like it for that as well. We play 2 triple Texas Talent. I just really like the card. Really nice when you get hand trapped in a way that doesn't end your combo or something like that. Or even if you do, you can dig for more cards, maybe extend from there. If you get hand trapped and your board is still up and you're not worried about drawing cards, you can take one out of the hand. It's just
time to see knowledge.
It's extremely toxic. This card should not have been printed, but you can. It is what it is.
For sure.
Then you just play the one called by. So it's 42 in the main.
42 in the main.
If I'm correct, it's 42 in the main.
I got you. Let's go ahead and check out the extra deck, brother.
Yep, all good. Standard, but we've got some adaptations for budget reasons. So we got one. Actually, wait, no. I did not sort the extra deck. My bad. We got 2 Mirror Jade, Ice Blade Dragon. It's Mirror Jade. Come on. You already know what it is. We play the one Rinbrum, mandatory in this version, just because you send the Gazelle with Albaz, it starts your entire play. Then for the other Albaz dragons, we play one Lubellion and 2 Albion. One of these would probably be better spent on a second Guardian Chimera, but I have not had the money to buy it lately, so don't have it. But the second Albion can come up. You can make like the Illusion Beast with it, with like a ton of materials, got like a ton of decks, do some OTK. So it can come up. Then we're playing Predaplant Dragus Tapelia, which is good. Can make it with a lot of things on your board for an extra negate or something. Then, of course, we play 2 Chimera King of the Phantom Beast, deck card that makes the whole deck tick. Discard in the end phase, turns on your Sword Knight and your Codal in the end phase, or in the graveyard rather. It's just really good. Then we've got Chimera the Illusion Beast, really decent OTK tool. I made this twice tonight. The 4 games, which is a lot more than I usually do, so kind of came through for me, or did his best, at least, a few times. For the last 2 Albaz dragons, we got Sprind. Sprind is really good just because of Rinbrum's effect. When Rinbrum is in the graveyard, you can summon out the Albaz, and Sprind just needs Albaz plus any monster special summon during the turn it's summoned. So like, during that turn rather, so it can eat pretty much anything on the board and make Sprind. It's just good to have to take something off the opponent's board. I'm going to play the one Brigrind. It does nothing. It's literally only there to dump off Mirror Jade. I don't have the money to fill it with another slot. Then, as the last 3 slots, we've got, of course, the Guardian Chimera. Star of the show. Card's crazy every time you resolve it. Draw 2, pop 1, pop 2, draw 1. Either way, it's ridiculous. Go up so much. Play Magnum the Reliever. Just a good card in the Chimera build because it's kind of like a baby Chimera in a lot of ways. When a card effect is activated, you can pop another card and you can use its effect to draw 2. So it's like it's kind of like a baby Guardian Chimera, and it works really well for dodging removal, stuff like that with your Chimera fusion. And lastly, we play Red Eyes Dark Dragoon for that DM that I had earlier. And the reason you play this, at least in this build that I'm doing, is usually, or a lot of the time, you're going to be doing branded fusion to search your Chimera starters. But if you happen to open both branded fusion and the Chimera starter, and you don't really need to make Rinbrum, you can dump the DM and Albaz to make Lubellion and then Dragoon, and it can protect your entire Chimera line from any hand traps, and it really is just a menace on the board. It sometimes just randomly wins games because a lot of decks just realize they cannot out him.
Yeah, man, it's a little boss monster.
Yeah, it is certainly a boss monster. Yeah, it's just a really intimidating part of the board that you can add on. So yeah, that's the reason we play it again.
Perfect, dude. Let's go ahead and check out the sideboard, bro.
Straightforward, kind of. We play Book of Eclipse. It's kind of like, it's Book of Moon, but really like better going second and better into more things, I guess. I've gone back and forth between like maining Eclipse, siding Moon, and maining Moon, siding Eclipse. And it's not, I haven't really settled on what I think is the best, but it is what it is. I think they're all really good cards, so I've even considered going 6 books sometimes. We're siding Ghost Bell just because like there's a fair amount of branded at the shop, like whether it's Pure or Chimera. This helps especially against Pure. It's just like a decent hand trap you can slot in against it, over like something like Valor or a book or something that's not really that consequential in the matchup. So it's more of a filler card than anything. I wish I had better stuff, but it is what it is. We play 2 Radiant. Kaiju for anything really annoying, plus it's a fiend, so it has incidental synergy with the Chimera stuff if you just draw it and you need to use it as a fusion material for something. Unfortunately, we play 3-dimensional barrier.
Unfortunately.
It's just too good not to play. Going first against like Curly, Cash, other branded decks, etc. Like it's just too good. And I really hope that no one is able to play this card pretty soon. But you know, and then lastly we just play back row removal, so triple Cosmic Cyclone and one Harvey's Feather Duster. I just want to take care of some back row decks. Realistically, I'd like to have a Lightning Storm to add to that too, but I haven't gotten those yet, so But yeah, we play these to hit back row decks. And they have just general application.
Well, look, man, I love it, dude. I want to thank you for letting me do deck profile. Congratulations on finishing X1. First time in our locals, right? Finishing doing that. So that's awesome. Remember, guys, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll be look out for Chris here in the future, guys. Peace.